have a growth mindset. You can speak English. Of course you can. No? If you say no, then honestly, you will never be able to speak English. Even you study hard from now on, you will never be able to speak English until you have a growth mindset. Even years later, you still say 私は英語を話せません. So stop that right now. Stop saying 私は英語を話せません right now. According to English Proficiency Index by Education First, Japan ranks 92 out of 116. We are officially classified as a country that unable to speak English. Did you know that? How does that make you feel? Me? I feel so frustrated because we've studied English for over 6 years, bro. Over 6 years. And yet, why we let it all go to waste? What? Why don't we use what we've learned, especially if we dream of using English to travel around the world or like something? Seriously, what the hell? It feels like most people just keep their knowledge in their head and never use it. I can just sit back and ignore this situation. But here is the good news. Listen, we've studied enough to start speaking English. Yes, I admit English education in Japan is not enough. This should be reformed as soon as possible. But even so, we've learned minimum to start communication in English. Maybe not enough to do a business in English. Maybe not enough to attend a meeting in English. But enough to do a communication, and that's good place to start. Don't lock yourself in your room just because you are not fluent yet. Jump into opportunities to use your English, even if it is scary. You can improve it. You can brush up yourself. Only you can make you as an English speaker. Don't forget that, bro. Oh, I'm thirsty, bro. Next, let me tell about my story. Actually, I was in the same situation because I didn't take any actions just because I was afraid of making mistakes in front of everyone. I was afraid of talking to someone in English and I didn't do anything. I wasted a lot of time. But one day, when I was a university student, I saw a group with Japanese and foreigners are chatting in English. They looked so cool, they looked so confident, and I thought, I want to be like them. I want to be. So, I started studying at my desk, vocab, textbooks, grammars, drills, blah 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 blah. It's okay, that's fine. But I stuck there. I never stepped outside. Do you think my speaking improved from that? No way. If I had started speaking sooner, I would have been able to speak earlier. The problem is, I lacked confidence. I didn't believe myself as able to speak English. And actually, studying at desk felt very safe because there's no risk of making mistakes in front of people. But I don't want you to be like that because unless you use English, you will never be able to speak English. So, why we think this way? I get it. This is not their fault. This is not our fault because this is how we were taught in the school. But it is time to change your way to see English. Studying at your desk isn't the only way. Talking to people is just as important. Real conversations is more powerful than studying at the desk because when you make mistakes in the real situation, you feel embarrassed. I've experienced such situations for many times, but you can't forget it. That memory helps you learn faster because in the next time, you remember such experiences and then you won't make same mistakes again. So, what can you do? I'm going to give you 5 tips to grow a growth mindset. First, do one thing every day that scares you a little bit related to English. For example, talk to a foreigner, jump to an English lesson, speak to yourself in English. So from my experiences, the hardest time is the first time. But don't forget your can-do mindset. You can do it. You have a power. Even your legs are shaking, you can do it. I believe you. You can do it. Start small if you need to. Then expand your comfort zone little by little. And after you challenge, you will feel more energized, more confident. And don't forget to say to yourself, I did it. I can do anything. Let's go to the second hint. Change how you see mistakes. Most people think mistakes are fault, but that's how we were taught in English. But let's break that. So from now on, treat mistakes as teachers, not like setbacks. It sounds awkward, but trust me, it gets easier. And eventually, learning from mistakes becomes part of who you are. So, hint 3. Stop negative self-talk. Think about it. Do you often say like this? I can't speak English. I can't do this. Words have a power. Negative words make negative mindset. As long as you say those things, you believe them and hold yourself back. So from today, instead of such Negative phrases. Let's say, even it is not perfect, I can speak English. I can be an English speaker someday. Stay positive. It leads to a bright future. My fourth hint, find people who lift you up. Do you have any mentors or study partners? If not, seriously, find one. It makes a big difference. Actually, I used to struggle with motivation because I didn't have anyone to learn with or study with. So sad. So by the way, a mentor can guide you. Study partners can help you, share tips, and keep you going. You don't have to feel alone anymore. You'll be stronger with everyone. Fifth, stay curious. Curiosity is a secret weapon. Connect English with anything that you can enjoy. Movie, drama, music, anything, whatever you like. If you can enjoy learning, you will improve faster. Have fun with English. That's how people who grow fast do. So, here are my final words. The opposite of a growth mindset is a fixed mindset. That's when you believe you are just not good at English and that mistakes are bad. But remember this. Fluency is not about speaking 100% grammatically correctly English. It is about how long you can speak English and how confident you can be. So don't chase perfection. Perfection doesn't make you fluent. Confidence does. So lastly, from today, say this to yourself. I can speak English. Mistakes make my English better. And start taking action. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.